Hey, Steve Magnante here at High-Octane Classics in Auburn, Massachusetts, with something that's kind of special. It's a sports car and kind of a muscle car. Well, what it is, the 1995 BMW M3. The M3 part is the muscle. These have a large six-cylinder engine under the hood. We'll get to that in a second. You got to remember that the 1995 BMW M3 was based on the E36 platform. And if you wondered, what does E36 mean? It's nothing more than a chassis code. It's nothing to do with how many hamburgers the designer had for lunch, nothing like that. But E36 is the platform these are based on. These are available as 318i's, 325i's, and yes, the M3. The thing about these is they're beautiful to look at, the styling is delicious, and of course the chin spoiler right here, the ground effects equipment on these was part of the M3 package, in addition to a lot of branding and badging inside and around the car. But it's more than just badges on the M3. It's a very special car in so many ways. Let's pop the hood and have a look at the M3's power plant. And there it is, the heart of the M3. Notice on the cam cover it says BMW M Power. And of course M was BMW's motorsports group. Way back in I think 1975 or 71, the M1 was a mid-engine supercar that was a precursor to many of M cars, but again it all started with the M1. But by the time the M3 came along, the M package was available in the E36 platform as seen here. And by the way, this is 1995. The M3 was also available as a four-door saloon and a convertible in 1995. This one's the coupe, the more desirable body style if you ask me. But again, this engine's very special. It's a dual overhead cam engine with variable valve tubbing right here. And of course the intake manifold is a plastic resin device, which basically has high and low speed ram tubes for low end and high RPM power depending on what the right foot of the driver calls for. Now one thing you won't see under the hood of this is a battery. There's the spot right there where the battery would live. And the beauty of the M3 was that it was designed to accentuate the weight distribution, static and dynamic of the car on a road course or on the road, wherever you might want to drive this. And again, I looked on this one, there's no aluminum parts in this. There was something called the M3 GT, a lightweight, which was basically 250 pounds lighter than this. This is not a heavy car, by the way, but 250 pounds out. Aluminum doors, a lot of things like that, rated elite. And this is a regular M3, which is a very special thing on its own terms. Let's go inside and see which transmission we're dealing with. Now, this engine, by the way, has 240 horsepower. It goes to 7,000 RPM, so it's a very special engine right here, unique only to the M3. In the US market, these had 240 horse. Some other markets, 285 horsepower when they were unregistered, unregulated by the EPA. But here in the States, 240 horsepower. That's not net horsepower. It's plenty of power to move a car that weighs maybe 3,100 pounds down the road. Let's go inside and see the transmission. Now inside the M3 are two possible transmissions, a 6-speed manual, or in the case of this one, a 6-speed automatic. This car hails from Scottsdale, Arizona, probably led a life of leisure and calm driving, I would say, so the manual transmission would reinforce that notion, but a very clean interior, nearly blemish-free. Beautiful seats in this, power seats, heated seats, and of course 160 mile-an-hour speedometer, so when you drive this, there's some business at the wheel. And of course the M3 logo right down here with the colors of the motorsport division of BMW right there in full view. And just a nice example, the wood burl is absolutely factory equipment on these, very nice effect. And this one also has a power sunroof, which we see right here. And here it is, functional, works really good. And a great example of the BMW M3 for 1995. Now the 3 Series E36 was built between 1992 and 1999, so this one was right in the middle, 1995, when things were just about ironed out. Not that they have bugs, but it's a great example. And of course the ground effects stuff here is M3 specific, and again more M3 brag badge right here on the door in case somebody, if you forget what you're driving, it's an M3, not a 318i or a 325. It's an M3 with the 3-liter dual overhead cam, 240 horsepower machine under the hood. Of course, the styling on these things is beautiful, and this is the Hofmeister Kink, this thing right here, which was a BMW styling trademark for many, many years, going back to, I think, the 2002 in the early 60s, the mid-60s. This right here, the Hofmeister Kink. And if you know what a 63 Dodge Dart looks like, somebody saw that and looked at, I don't know if they just stole the design, but there it is, just saying. Inside the trunk is a very spacious area for some groceries or a weekend getaway with your suitcases. Plenty of room inside of there to put your luggage, your whatever you might have. And getting back to the battery, we didn't see it under the hood because it's in the trunk compartment right under this plate here. And there it is right there. Now the point of having the battery in the back, you gotta remember, a typical battery weighs about 45 to 50 pounds. And at the nose of the car, it's dead weight. At the back of the car, it helps acceleration and helps to give the car closer to a 50-50 weight bias. So it's a good thing to have a battery in the trunk. And here, of course, it's battened down or patented or whatever it is. And so it won't run around. And of course, the tools on this one are very complete. You can see right here, under the deck lid, is a tool tray. And then we have it right here. Let's see, we'll open it up. Oh, okay, just unscrew it. Here we go. And there it is, all there. The metric tools, spanners as it were, that's what the Brits call them. And just nice, very complete. And here it is right here for roadside repairs. Not that you're going to need to do that with a car that's this advanced and modern. But anyway, that's the tool tray, very complete. Nice touch. Many cars this is missing and not here. But this one, again, lived its life in Scottsdale, Arizona. Very rust-free, clean example of the breed. And the paint on this is pristine. This is Boston green on this BMW. And we see it right here. Very clean and crisp all the way around. I mean, this is really, really crisp. The underhood area was dust-free, oil-free, very, very nice. Indoor storage for sure in Scottsdale. And beyond that, there's more goodies here. This is the owner's manual and all of the things that are required. Some service receipts right here. BMW life size. Tire and winter applications recommendation. This is cool. If you buy this car, you want to just get to know all about it. Anti-theft, radio ready owner's manual, etc. But the really cool thing of this is right here. This is the BMW M3 supplement right here. It tells you all about what the M3 equipment is and how it stands taller than the other 3 Series BMWs of the same year. Inside of this we have Car and Driver's 10 Best Cars, 95, 96, 97, 3 years running, Automobile Magazine, also Best Automobile of the Year, and Automobiles All-Stars, 96, 97, Best Handling Car for more than $30,000, and also a GTS2 Championship winner. But inside we show all the amenities and features that make the M3 what it is. Let's open this up and have a peek. And here we go. Starting with the engine, the beautiful 240 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 5.7 seconds, which sounds, that's pretty impressive. I mean, really, that'll get your attention for sure. And the Mustang next to you better be running a V8 to keep up with this. Now the 4-door version, which was available for the first time in 1995, and this is called the Saloon. And again, some would say that the convertible would be the best body, the 2-door, the next best body, and of course the 4-door, pretty cool. There's also a Touring with a hatchback, which is also possible. But here's the inside of the thing with lots of room. And they notice how the automatic is in the dealer brochure to say, hey, you know, automatics aren't for babies. You can get one of those if you want. And enjoy driving without using a clutch pedal. The classic coupe with dazzling performance. And just nice to have all this data. And here's the 6-speed manual right here, which was an alternate to the automatic. And kind of a nice example, just really clean. It's nice to have the original paperwork to go with the car, and service records, you know, up the wazoo on this one here. And just a great example right here of a 1995 BMW M3. And remember, the M stands for motorsports. This is sort of like the RT if you were a Dodge Charger or a Camaro SS. M meant performance in BMW land. And BMW, they didn't want you to forget that. Here's the M3 logo right here in the right corner. And of course, M3 came with a very special exhaust system, low restriction, and dual chrome tips out of the high flow muffler right there. All of that part of the M3 package, including the rear diffuser right there. So very aerodynamically stable for Autobahn cruising or highways in the United States. Either way, it's a great example of the 1995 BMW M3 2-door coupe. And to learn more about this car and see more about it, go to the High-Octane Classics website and check out the photo gallery.